Mafi bona choge Biafra Lokan Borea Makokari Mano Muramo Mafi bona choge Biafra Lokan Borea Kari Mano Muramo Mafi bona choge Biafra Lokan Borea Makokari Mano Muramo Mafi bona choge Biafra Lokan Borea Kari Mano Imanadika Dinta Jaravia Nkene Bugabaya Imanadika Dinta Jaravia Nkene Bugabaya Ogano Chure Aso Coach Patena Bagati Tindino Ogago Chure Aso Coach Patena Bagati Tindino Abo
Thank you for joining me.
Atutwala nike atutunguru nike niyabwego kenya Atutwala nike atutunguru nike niyabwego kenya Otu akoga de mbebya fraga bia atutundega ora Otu akoga de wo mbebya fraga bia atutundega ora Toma Mafi bona choge Biafra Lokan Borea Kari Mano Mafi bona choge Biafra Lokan Borea Kari Mano Mafi bona choge Biafra Lokan Borea Kari Mano Wanem Bianara Biafra Do Bianara ya Iyawadere brother Sinato Bianara Biafra Governor Bianara Biafra Associate Bianara Nabataya Iyawadere brother O Wanile Yala Omo Biafra Kanyikele Tuko Asemo Wanile Yala Omo Biafra Kanyikele Tuko Kike Onye furo no dibo Wezi anyị mazi nna m dịka dike Ọbịago wetọbụ gị Igbo na-agbọ Okpologo na ọ bụ onye Chukwu dịje n'ọlụ Okpologo
Thank you.
Ndum sina Chukwu akara kam sina Chukwu na bụrụ Victoria Nwankwo Ndum sina Chukwu akara kam sina Chukwu na bụrụ Victoria Nwankwo Afọmologo Nne m bịa kene na mkpụrụ ekolo wepụgo Mami mo bịa kene nne m bịa kene na mkpụrụ ekolo wepụgo Nnọma
Last, Let's go. Let's do this very, very quickly because time is moving very, very fast and it waits for no man. Raphael Chamakajere here, Pastor Vam, by the grace of God, Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and I also double as the self-acclaimed Amobiara of my Prime Minister, Odoguma Simon Ekpa, the Dragon. You're all welcome. It's been a long day, and it's a day feed of breaking news. breaking, I was thinking about something. I was saying some people are seeing all this breaking news. They are reading all the breaking news, and they are not taking part in what is bringing that breaking news. Do not be a castaway. Apostle Paul said, I keep under my body and I fight with someone who has determination, so that I will not be like one that is beating the air, so that after everything I've done, I will not be a castaway. So many people will be a castaway. May it not be you. So many people will be a castaway. May it not be you. I want to say, yes, because sometimes I wonder, those cast away, what happened to them? I don't understand. I can't explain what happened to them. You saw the way of righteousness, the way of truth. You enlisted yourself. You are moving towards redemption. And along the road, you became a castaway. How? Why? I don't understand. Is it that you chose another destination? Or is it that you decided not to end in the good destination? Because you and I resolved and know that the road we are on is leading us to our destination. And you and I know that there is no other way out. Now, let us be honest and sincere with each other. And I want to put link. At least, I don't want to exceed my time. I want to use at least 30 minutes and give 30 minutes to those that will come and explain to me. Give me a reason why you want to believe in Nigeria. I don't understand. With everything that's happening in Nigeria today, with the way Nigeria is standing with one leg, a bench or a table that has 4 legs, all of a sudden it lost 3 legs. 3. How can that table sustain on 1 leg? How? Nigeria is like that table that 3 legs are broken. 3, because when it was 2, you were managing, maybe they put it, they hang it somewhere. Now it is only 1 leg. Somebody should explain to me how they can give Nigeria the benefit of doubt, or how they can hope again in Nigeria. Even if there is what they call IVF, will IVF work for 105-years-old woman? 100, a woman that is over 100 years. The woman no born. It can't cross 100 years. Nigeria don't cross 100 years. The 100 years expired in 2014. It don't cross them. And some of you, even if na IVF una want do, how he want to carry the belly? I don't understand this reality. You have exhausted all the opportunity you have. Nigeria have exhausted all the opportunity it had. Even if the diversity was going to work, the time frame has expired. So, how it will work is what I want somebody to come and tell me. Maybe I'm not reasoning well. Maybe I don't have sense. Maybe I'm not a human being. Maybe I am from outer space. I don't live in this planet. I'm not seeing what's happening. Maybe I should be asking you people, like Odumeje, you say, you know, Odumeje, you will hear what you said. I will be asking you, you will be confused. You understand what I mean? Finally, Biafra survived Nigeria. Finally, Biafra survived Nigeria onslaught. Biafra survived the genocide. Biafra survived the attack, the hunger, the marginalization, the everything they did on us. We have survived it all. Finally, Biafra survived. But there's one thing I want to assure you. During our midnights, during our times of sorrow and pain, we know who gave us those pains. We know who gave us those sorrow. We know how we passed through the wilderness and the desert and the evil forest. We know the pain they cost us. We know how we gave them benefit of doubt. We know how we opened our borders. We know how we tried to welcome them and say, hey, we are welcoming Nigerian troops. We are not a Biafra. We are one Nigeria. And they massacred them in Asaba. Remember? You gave them benefit of doubt. I am not one Nigeria. I am not Biafra. I am one Nigeria. Yet, because they know you were just lying to yourself, because you know you are not a one Nigeria, you are a Biafran, they massacre you because they know who you are. You are the only one that is denying yourself. They did all those things to you. And after all said and done, you survived. You survived. Are you going to allow Nigeria to survive? It's a question I'm leaving for you. I am rest assured, Biafra will never allow Nigeria. Nigeria will never survive Biafra. Never. Never. No. Some efulefus can give you Nigeria hope. Some idiots, you gave them money. He talk say them be Igbo, they like money. You know say they like money, they give them money. You know say they're no serious. They just deceive you now. When I give them money, make them sell their brother. They are all money mongers. They know you will not survive. They collected your money and told you will survive. Nigeria can never survive Biafra. Now that it is Biafra Lokan, somebody say Biafra Lokan. Now that it is our turn, somebody say it's my turn. It's my turn to fight back. It's my turn to hold them. No, Biafra Lokan. You know when Tinubu was saying a Milokon. Biafra Lokan. Biafra Lokan. It is our turn. Hey, something will don't enter my hand like this. I don't see Biafra. Koro. It don't enter my hand. I have taken over the territories. I am now in charge. You think I will allow you to sleep out? When they were telling Mazin Namdekan, okay, forget about Biafra. Mazin Namdekan told them, what are you going to give me? Because this one that I'm holding, I am going to hold it tight. Why are you looking at me like that? Mama Nan, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? I should not hold it tight. I am holding Biafra tight. As I hold Biafra tight like this, if you like, bite me for nyash, I no go leave them. And because I know what I suffered, I will never let you go, Biafra. I don't hold you. I don't hold. This one when don't enter my pocket. If you like, Mazin Namdekan said, we have crossed the Rubicon. Nigeria will never survive it. Believe you me. No. We go choke them. Yes, so Biafra Lokan. Yeah. Tinubu say, me Lokan, our Lokan. Tinubu was talking about himself, a criminal. About it. We are talking about a nation. We are not self-centered or one individual, one criminal, one 419. a nation that you have held down, a nation that you have subjugated, a nation you submerged, a dot in the circle you called us. But our Lokan, Emi Lokan, tell them we have arrived and we're not going to let go. I won't let go. I won't let go. I have Biafra. I won't let go. Lie to lie. If heaven turn upside down, as I hold this Biafra like this tight, I hold on tight. I see the glory of Biafra. I see the sun shining. I see the people of Biafra rising together. 50 million votes in the cushion. 50 million. It has never happened before. It has never happened before. In the Senate, they are shouting, Biafra is ringing a bell everywhere. In the corridors of power, I will bring you the updates now. I am not just talking. There are updates. Breaking news every day. Every day, breaking news. Every day, breaking news. I will now leave it and listen to your nonsense gibberish. Let us do it. Ndara mad people. You think I will let go? You think me, as I did so, after everything I don't suffer, Ikoso died. Mazin Namdekano's parents, his father and mother, they died. 28 people gave their lives and died. Mazin Namdekano innocently suffered 3 years now in the dungeon, and I will let go. Biafra. No, for what now? Tell me. And after all the akaja and all the nonsense you have done to my prime minister, I will not leave Biafra for you. What if I it's not possible. That is why if you give up at the stage where we are now, your name is sorry. Do. If you join us now, we rock these boats, we shake everywhere, we off all their lights, we switch off their gen, we piece in their piston, we scatter everything. We get to where we are now, and you throw in the towel. Now you do yourself, oh. Now you do yourself. Me, vam, I hold my side. Tell somebody I hold my side. I think I put links so that make it don't be like say no, let me sabi talk. I thought that 30 minutes I will give myself, and the remaining 30 minutes I will give up to the crowd. I hold my side. You see my brother Max, Oga Maxwell for Ghana. Oga Max, they Ghana, they get light. They get 24 hours light. They get security. But the eye, they for Biafra. If you want to have sense, ask Max. Why you be say your eye is still there inside Biafra? In fact, I want to bring back Max. Let me put this thing here now. I will ask you a funny question right now. I will ask you. Why you be say your eye, come out from Biafra? You there Ghana. You get Ghana passport. Your eye there Biafra. Because Biafra is better. Yes, Biafra is better. Emi Lokan, Biafra Lokan. Our Lokan. Mommy understand the language. Our Lokan and our turn. It is our turn to choke them. It's our turn to wound them. It's our turn to win. It's our turn to take over. It's our turn. Yes, it's our turn. So because it is my turn, I won't let go. I won't let go. I won't give up. Lie. Anything you like, do. If you like, go pay. Wake my mama up from the grave. Give her money. Make him wake up from the grave. My mama go rise up from the grave. My son, let us take it easy. My son, Chiamaka, forget it. Nigeria, they have learned their lesson now. They want to change. Lie. No work. Let us say no work. No work. No work. Oh. For what? Me? Hey, I don't put link. So anybody when one agree say go work, can you come in here and tell me how you go take work? I don't understand. Because me, I have a rational mind. I have a critical thinking. I know that Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is finished. Do you know how many years Americans they gave up on Nigeria? All the people that have been benefiting from Nigeria, they have given up on Nigeria. You know their target? Their target is let everything collapse so that everybody will payment, they will now come in and take over. Since we know that that is their plan, and God have left us a remnant, we must hold our side. Mike, what be my brother name? Come tell us why you say your eye dey inside Biafra? Why? You dey for Ghana. Your eye dey Ghana, your leg dey Ghana. You get light, you get road. Your eye dey Biafra. Why you don't come out your eye for Biafra? If you tell me why, you just say, after all, I don't come out for Nigeria now. I dey Ghana. Everything don't okay for me for Ghana. Yeah. If not like, make una die for that Biafra. I dey Ghana. But this man no gree. Oh. This man no gree. He likes better thing. I never see person who like better thing like this. But see, he come, he say, he don't agree. Why join us? Tell us what.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Van. Anytime when I come around, I see you and your colleagues do what you do, what you know how to do best. I say God has a reason for making, for bringing us together. Something special. There is something special that is in
confuse me. Tell me why your eye no gree come out from Biafra. You like that thing.
Make I greet my Nemoches and my Namoches, those in the comment section, those that are listening to us, and my elder uncle that is here. Good evening to you. Good evening to everybody. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. May Chukwu continue to bless all of you. Thank you, sir. See, they see, Pastor Van, our people say where a person keeps something, the fire. Biafra, it not be today. It is not. I didn't just wake up today and say, when I look at what has happened in the past, many years, the ordeals of Biafrans before independence, after independence, before the war, during the war, after the war, till now, you know that there is something special about this Biafran people, which I have, you are part of the blood, is in me. There is something special about these Biafran people. There is something spiritual about Biafran people. Irrespective of how they portray us, irrespective of how they paint the image of Biafrans out there, you are still marching forward. It shock you. It shock you. You see, my uncle, see the time, you never see light outage here. Yes, we are in a very serious problem. Ghana is in serious debt. Ooh. But we signed an agreement with the Nigerian government and gas to supply us gas. We are owing. The only time our electricity will go off is, or we start rationing light, is only when we are not able to pay for the gas. As I'm talking to you, Ghana is just about, I think, 30 something million people, 31.2 million people. And we covered, I think, about, 400 and something thousand or thereabout square kilometers. Okay? And we generate, as small as this country, we generate, I think, over 7,000 megawatts. Distribution. Nigeria is, I don't think if Nigeria is even up to 5,000 megawatts, 200 and something million people.
They even passed 2,000. 2,000 or 500.
Yes. Good. You see, so 96 point something percent electricity coverage in Ghana. 90 something percent. It's expensive, yes, but there are trenches. How they do it? They do it in trenches. Those in the urban area, those in the municipal satellite areas, and they pay according to how your kappa is. our people say that a fowl can only bleed according to the size of the gizzard.
Mm.
You see, so that is how they do it. And those of them that lives in the major towns subsidize a certain percentage anytime they purchase their bill. I don't know. I can't show it here. It's outside. You will see my prepaid meter. What I consume is what I pay.
Mm.
I have my own meter here. It's outside there. What I consume, if I buy 10,000 naira, even if I don't want it to, as I'm going out, my family, we are going out, we switch off everything. When I come, I will switch on my control meter and my light comes on. This is what you cannot get in Nigeria. This is the reason why I said the only solution for our people to be free and enjoy electricity, there are Biafrans that are ready to give you electricity, baby. Because of the bureaucratic bottlenecks, they will not allow you to do that. Because once you do it, Biafra is going to be fire up of investment, industrialization, and everything. Check in the 80s. My mother is from Aba, Aba State. Go and see the industries that were in Aba, including glass industry in Aba. Area market, vegetable market, what do they call it? Ehi Road. Area market and the rest of them. These are international markets. Other African countries were coming there to buy shoes, Aba-made shoes and fabrics. That is the reason why I'm fighting. This feeding bottle system they are giving, using what God has given to you, must stop. That is the reason why I'm fighting. So that the riverine areas, Biafran people will control their resources. Those in the hinterland that God's blessed with enormous will control and use it to develop their own people. This cheating is too much. That is the reason why. How can Biafrans be like truck? Truck, you make so much money for your owner, then you go and sleep outside. How? And some of them that are so stupid, the only thing they can get, instead of them to come out and fight the way we are fighting here, they will only receive token. God, may God. Why the people that doesn't even have idea how it is are taking the chunk of it? My people, the reason is that I want Biafra to be like the developed countries where you are. Ghana is not developed, but we have electricity and peace. At least let nobody enter into my mother's ancestral land. The most important thing, let nobody enter into my mother's ancestral land and try to destroy and take over my mother's ancestral land. That is my paramount, because your freedom has all an epuzo zota uno and before I chowute. Biafra is that Anna. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Vazi. Thank you. So you don't talk small, but you never tell us the truth. Why here? I know the truth. I know, say Biafra go better past Ghana. And by the time Biafra said, hey, this man is here, this man. As he said, this one go come out. That in ranch where you see there, you know, say Biafra land will be man. Everything open. You may have a feeble. All those things. If that time now you will see, say, this man is here.
Pastor Mama, who go talk say in mama soup no sweet. I be two. That is what the Hausa people call Roabu, 2 waters. If I fall here, I no go break my leg. I fall from Biafra, I no go break my head.
And I know fair. And I know fair. Thank you so much, Wadiala. Thank you so much. Now, Mazi Christian, this thing, I wish I will have all those confused zoo animals that will come and give me any proof that will make me to leave this Biafra when I don't see. And now have another hope for Nigeria where don't scatter. I don't understand though, because there is me, I've looked left, right, and center. Nigeria is gone, it's finished. There's no way it can be picked up anymore. You know, I've seen it all. That is why I know that as long as we are able to survive Nigeria, and we are now on top, Nigeria is not the one drowning. Are we going to save Nigeria from drowning because we want to be our brother's keeper when we know that they are not our brother from the first place?
No way. Mazi Vam, good evening. Mazi. Greetings to all Biafrans. We are living a dream. We are living a dream. And I want to emphasize a little bit more on the not too long ago message of our PM, because it's a very, very, very important message. So I'm going to dwell a little bit on it. You see, some months ago, I was telling you, Vam, that I know how Biafra is going to come. I did not want to reveal it, but our PM has come because we are.
Oh, his network just knocked him out. But I'm very sure he will come back in. You understand? Somebody just made a comment. He said, Vam, a bailout is 100K, while a bag of rice is 100K. The zoo is finished. I don't know what you mean by bailout. Is it when they arrest you? When they arrest you, it is 100K used to bail yourself out. Is that what it means? A bailout is 100K, while a bag of rice is 100K. Let's see, Christian is back. Nigeria is finished. Do you understand? When I know, Christian, go on with your point, please. Where you were?
Yeah, I don't know, my brother. I don't know whether na my network or na sabotage, but God knows everything. We're gonna try. So the thing is, they can never silence us. They can never defeat us again. We have won. The zoo has crumbled. The zoo has collapsed. Whether anybody likes it or not, it's been marked. Let me tell you this: our PM, we know whom he is. We know where he's going. And we know how he's going to get there. Let nobody deceive you. Freedom is not given. Freedom is not free. But freedom, if you really, really want your freedom, you got to be patient. You got to be hardworking. You have to value it enough to be ready to lay everything on the line. And that is what we are doing. So he said it that, yes, 2nd of December marks the beginning of the coming to an end of the zoo. It could take 20 years. If it takes 20 years, we'll be there. If it takes 30, we'll be there. Because like I said, freedom, as long as it takes, you must continue to fight for it because it's worth it.
Hold on. Don't lose your line of thought. Hold on there. Holding that line of thought is very important for me so that you will continue from there. You know, our PM gave that very short message to tell Biafrans and those that are fighting for freedom to know how determined and how resolved we are. Somebody even made a comment and said this is not encouraging. You know, some people do not understand what we are doing.
I'm coming to that.
Yes. You need to get there. So I want you to make sure you lay your point on that, because people don't understand that. Look, the way it is with us now, we are on top, and as we are on top, now Nigeria can never be on top again. Never. So
listen, I'm
we remain on top and we must win. Go ahead, Christian. Go ahead. I'm sure you press that point.
I'm coming to that. That is very important. That it's important for Biafrans to know that this is not child's play. Freedom is what any and all the money in the world. In fact, all the money in the world cannot even. It's not. It can be equated. You can't equate it with freedom. Now, Afghanistan, they patiently waited for 20-something years to take power back from Americans. The Sudanese, 20-something years, and so many other countries. Now, for us, as long as it takes, we'll be there until we get our freedom. Because we're not going to allow our generation unborn to continue in this subjugation for our ancestral land, our heritage, to continue to be desecrated, to be taken over. But these marauders, it's not going to happen. But this is the kicker now. And that is that The PM has laid the mantras for every Biafran to see. But then, I hope everybody is listening. It could as well take months. It could take 20 years. It could take 30. It could take a year. It could as well take months. Because you know what? The earthquake is coming to hit the zoo in Biafra land. It's coming. Earthquake is coming. From now to that time, a lot is happening and a lot is going to happen. So do not let your heart be troubled, because the PM said that it could take 20 years. It can as well take months, because in 1967 to 1970, they thrust a war upon us and we fought. So if you, from that time till now, you are looking at about close to 60 years or even more. So we've been on this war forever. And the zoo, let me tell you that him that is down doesn't fear falling. We as Biafrans, we are the one that is down. We have been marginalized. We have been deprived. We have been dehumanized. Everything taken away. No seaport, they deprive us. No international airport, they deprive us. When we contest election, even a Biafran wins, they take it from him.
His network is having a challenge. Yeah, while he's going to come back, let's hear from Ezine Odomoke. Ezine, please grab the mic, please. Unmute yourself. I think I made a mistake of muting. Okay, wait. Go ahead. It's okay. It's okay.
I know. Good evening, Pastor Vam and everybody in this house. Am I coming out, please?
Loud and clear.
So, as you asked the question, Seth, I laughed because I know nobody will, even though if I'm sleeping and you call me out and ask me, why did I pursue Biafra, or why am I following Biafra? It's a dream of actualization, because first place, there's no place like home. That is the first place. Wherever you are,
that speaker, speaker close to your mouth. Let it fall down a little bit. The speaker, it is too close to your mouth.
Can you hear what I'm saying now?
Yes. Don't put it too close to your mouth. Bring it down a little bit so that it will not make too much noise. All right, go ahead.
So what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is this: there's no place like home. So everybody is fighting, and you know, it's like gold. Biafra is like gold. It's something that we can pamper like baby. And even as we are moving around, because I'm in the zoo now, as we are moving around now, anything about Biafra is wonderful. Internet, both in ground, both on the air, in any place, you cannot breathe in without hearing about Biafra from people. So Biafra is what everybody who is, even those who is in Yoruba self, they're even praying to be like us. So it's something that everybody is praying for.
You know, when you mention Yoruba, you know, there's one guy, a prophet, a Odudua prophet. His name is Elijah Bamidele. He's a very popular prophet. Do you know that guy is very close to Tinubu? He even prophesied that Tinubu will win. I don't know whether Tinubu gave him money. But do you know what he told Tinubu? He told Tinubu, he said, Tinubu, leave Nnamdi Kanu. Do not think about arresting Simon Ekpa, because I have a plan of seeking asylum in Biafra.
Many people, not even many people, whenever they hear about Biafra like this, they always pay attention to hear about it, because they know it's a very good thing to them, and they are always pray for them. So it's very something that we must, and everybody should put interest and focus on it, because it's for our own good, and it's something that will make us be proud in this life, even in our own time now, till next to our own children and children too. We love Biafra and we stand for Biafra. That's it.
Thank you,
sir.
much.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you. All right. Going by what our brother said there, the last thing he said that every corner in the zoo, everywhere in the zoo now, the discussion on every lips is Biafra. There's a reason why I jump out. You know, they say rabbit, no, they just jump out. There's a reason why I jump out. I have not read what made me to jump out. I want everybody to make their submission before I bring it. Then we will not deliberate on that one. Do we have Christian? Your line tripped up, but don't worry. Let's hear from Man Uzo. Then you will now conclude on your point. Man Uzo, please unmute yourself.
Hallelujah, somebody.
Don't kick Christian out again. Go ahead.
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, my brothers there. Madam, I greet you. You're welcome. Yeah, I thank you all. You see, like what our Prime Minister said concerning maybe the time schedule for maybe the long time that it will take those who has no witness, who has no war experience. You know, when we talk about Edward Cannon, it looks as if that the person that you are going to do Cannon is looking at you. You come and do Cannon and you go. You know, it is a puzzle. It is a puzzle. And anybody that thinks that you or your enemy or our enemy will allow us to come close to him is somebody that has no experience of practice. You know, I want to give one instances concerning this now. You know the first educated man in Nigeria, Albert Macaulay. Hello? That man, you know, that man called Albert Macaulay. He was the first person that formed the political party in Nigeria on their own time. And he has died. Even his son, I think his son has grown old and died before Nigeria came into existence. Do you know that? Because when I was living in Sulere, number 24 there in the street, his grandson used to come there. And that his grandson supposed to be my grandpa. That time. That's to tell you, anybody that is thinking that maybe what we are doing is something that, or maybe on December 2nd, everything will be quite off. Those people that are benefiting from Nigeria would like to see if there will be a little for we to win, so that they will continue taking over top like this kind of protest they did now, because they did it for a reason. A protest that has this. Run away and come back.
Your mic is not very clear. I'm not enjoying your conversation at all. Yeah, I'm struggling to hear you. Yes, I'm struggling to hear you. Your mic is not working well today.
I'm sorry. Your mic. Hey, I don't know how to say it now.
I don't know where. So I have to go on to the next
person.
Hello? Where your mic is not very clear, man.
No problem, my brother. No problem.
It's not clear. It's not clear. I'm not enjoying it. Just mute. If you can fix it, I'll come back to you. Frank Ezeji. One day, you love Biafra so much. They say make we give Nigeria a second chance. What do they think? What do you think about that?
I say what?
They say we should give Nigeria a second chance, that they will fix it. They will fix
for which place?
The table that have scattered.
Where the one fish house, what the way those scatter? What did the one fish broken but to the
Now, before you go on, Frank, before you go on, my brother Evans, I saw your comment. I deliberately didn't want to address it, but let me now address it. I have the spirit now to address it. Sometimes the anointing will come to address something. Now, our brother came in from the zoo and he showed his face. Our brother Evans is concerned. You know what he used to do to us? He said, you are in the zoo and you are showing your face. Mazi Evans, let me tell you, the days of those fears are gone. They are gone. I'm telling you. Now, let me shock you. Most of the millions of people that voted in this referendum, you see all those old people, you saw them that came out online in their thousands voting. Most of them, they don't have phone. They don't have phone. They don't have internet. Some of them, it is based on information. They are trusted members of the de facto government that get information from the prime minister, we tell them, they are eagerly waiting for news from EM, even though they don't have internet. Now, as they come out of vote, you think they are afraid? They're no longer afraid. The days of fear is gone. You have been buying us. Now, for them, they say, if we perish, we perish. We will vote. We will come out, we will stand. Youths are no longer afraid. Let me tell you, the reason why you see them even restraining themselves now, it is because the Prime Minister still want them to be restraining themselves for now. The days are coming when if anything happens to any Biafran, because he mentioned Biafra, or because he carried flag Biafra, and something happened to him, the repercussion that will happen to this, it will be like when something bad happens to one Israeli. You know Israel, when they want to know the repercussion, they will bomb somewhere in their enemy's camp to show them that they are angry for one Israeli that was bad. That is how we are going to protect every Biafran going forward. Because right now, we have overcome that fear. Gone are the days when people will hide their face. And we are just being cautious because the Prime Minister doesn't want people to be coming out. The boys in the hood now, the boys in Biafra, they're no longer afraid, though. I'm telling you, if you tell them now, had it been the Prime Minister told them during the time of that protest, you people should come out and protest, you think they will be afraid? They will come out. I'm telling you, they are listening to the Prime Minister. That fear is gone. Nobody is afraid anymore. So that is why most of the time we are not encouraging them to be showing their face. So, but anyone that someone the courage and show their face, I do not come to tell them, please cover your face or go out. No, because they have been covering their face for years. If terrorists in Nigeria, terrorists in Zamfara, terrorists in Kaduna are not covering their faces, they are going the streets with AK-47. A Biafran without gun, and only because he wants to talk about Biafra, should cover his face, turn and fire that Nigeria government or that Nigeria army. Please go ahead, my brother. Ezeji, go ahead.
So, Pastor Baba, you see, speech, can you hear me?
We can hear you, my brother.
The speech of our Prime Minister yesterday, when he said that if he has the nuclear weapon, he go better for Aso Rock. They don't say, if I say Prime Minister, they my mind though. You see, if you get power like this, the bomb way I want to do, now electric way we say when I throw them, if you land for the ammo tank, all of them where they are in thousands of them, they go die, they go straight. They don't say that way me I want to do. I say we're gonna eat even the southern for Sokoto, for those places where they touch those sides. These people they never know what to touch them.
I'm telling you.
Well, see, you know that the Mazen and the Kano, he said they should put seaport, they say no. Put international airport, they say no. Or yeah, put light, they say no. Give job, they say no. Or yeah, do restructure, they say no. Now the Congo kidnap the man. The man tell they say, me, I go send fire enter Nigeria. They don't say that fire like your Prime Minister. The dragon. The dragon. Now the thing they burn everybody. Now everybody they shout, say they won't go. I say God will punish you. Now won't go carry a Prime Minister come out from Finland. Now they crazy. Oh God. They just the thing they give me laugh. I say Biafra when they worry too much. Our Prime Minister say worry for yourself, no worry for me, because when somebody say be 50% in one, you can't worry for them. So Pastor Baba, wait till me I want to talk. We say even this no what they have to say. If me I get bomb, I go put for the broken bottle we don't break, because Nigeria don't break. I go see put make those make it become pieces. Yeah, make it become powder.
Honestly.
Pastor Baba,
thank you.
Let me say that Biafra don't come. Now what me I go tell you that.
Exactly.
Biafra, we don't celebrate in spirit. Now just to make the thing show as physical, but they know say we don't already celebrate for spirit.
Exactly.
You understand? Ever to the Biafra.
Ever. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Before we take another another point. Let's read what we've got here. Let's read what we've got here. Breaking news, breaking. It is happening. This is big. Every day there is breaking news. Biafra is having breaking news, positive breaking news. And the breaking news they are having in the zoo is that the zoo is tumbling. The breaking news we have in Biafra is that Biafra is winning. I'm telling you. Now, Biafrans, however, are not going to subordinate their faith to support State Department pandering, nor are the Igbos willing to pretend that they feel safe and secure in Nigeria. Between February and May 2024, the Biafra Republic government in exile held a referendum to allow Biafrans and their diaspora to declare if they wish to remain part of Nigeria or become an independent country. 30 million voted. That was in February, between February and May. 30 million voted. A greater number than those who cast ballots in Nigeria's most recent presidential elections. Those who cast physical ballots on the Biafra referendum registered in absence and showed voting cards. Those who cast physical ballots on the Biafra referendum registered in advance and showed voting cards, while those who cast their vote electronically used Google Forms to ensure they only voted once. The results are consistent with public opinion surveying. Now I am going to go to the link. Let us read the news in details. Just like Biafra Unite will always tell you, now the news in details. Let me remove this and share the other screen. Now the news in details. Okay, where is it? This should be it. All right. Now, this is it. This one, no, you bought the reporter, Americans report. This was 2 hours ago. These are everyday breaking news in the corridors of power in America. The powers of this earth, America is #1 authority in this earth. And Biafra is becoming more popular in America than any other place in the world. Now, listen to this. He said the next administration must keep an eye on Nigeria. I don't know why they put this lady here, whether she is the next administration. Whether it is this lady or it is Donald Trump, any one of them, they must put their eyes on the rising sun. Let's continue. Nigeria, it is a very long read, but I'm going to try to read it. I'm going to join me as I'm going to read it very, very fast. Nigeria is an African giant. Its population of 220 million people is more than that of the 2 largest African countries, Ethiopia and Egypt. Combined, although Nigeria is no longer among the world's top 10 oil producers, it is still a major OPEC member whose production impacts the global economy. Nigeria, I need to open this thing so that people can see it. I'm reading it alone. People should join me to read. I think it is better now. All right. I hope it is better now. I believe so. Is it coming out on the screen? Yes, of course. Okay. Okay. Nigeria is also on the front line of several security scenes. To its north, it faces a persistent Boko Haram terrorist insurgency, while pirates ply its southern waters. Corruption saps its potential and contributes to disillusionment and instability. In order to distract from their failings, successive Nigerian presidents have exploited Nigeria's ethnic and sectarian divisions. The problem grew especially bad under President Muhammadu Buhari, president of the country between 2015 and 2023. Buhari was no stranger to ethnic and religious discord. As a young military officer in the late 1960s, Buhari was at the vanguard of the forces that perpetrated genocide against the largely Igbo population in the self-declared Republic of Biafra. After a half-century, his disdain for the country's Christian and animist Igbo did not diminish. He continued to hate us even after how many years? He facilitated the transit of Fulani militia men to raid and murder the region Christians and designated the peaceful representatives of Biafra to be terrorists. He called us terrorists, while the main terrorists were the ones he sent to come and be buying the Christians on our side. So this is reporting from America, a very popular American. You are going to see the person that's reporting this thing now. Alas, he found a friend in the Secretary of State. He found a friend in the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken. How many of you remember when Blinken was coming to Asorok as if he was going to Joleba? Anthony Blinken and the Biden administration, who argued that the anti-Igbo, anti-Christian violence was the result of migration caused by global warming. Did you remember? They said that the people that were dying in Biafra land was as a result of global warming. Very ridiculous. Coming from American government. You see the devils. Okay, this was patently false. This was patently false. However, climate change does not charter buses to transport death squad. Nevertheless, even as Islamists kidnapped Christian girls, slaughtered Christian men and boys, and burned churches, Blinken removed Nigeria from the religious freedom watch list. Hey, Arrow, okay, Biafrans, however, are not going to subordinate their faith to support State Department. This is the one I read before, the one the Prime Minister extracted. Biafrans, however, are not going to subordinate their faith to support State Department pandering, nor are the Igbo willing to pretend that they feel safe and secure in Nigeria. Between February and May 2024, the Biafra Republic government in exile held a referendum to allow Biafrans and their diaspora to declare if they wish to remain part of Nigeria or become an independent country. 30 million voted. Oh my goodness me. This thing is, you can see, if I click it now, it will give you the evidence of the 30 million. So I don't want to take us so far. A greater number than those who cast ballots in Nigeria's most recent presidential election. Those who cast physical ballots on the Biafra referendum registered in advance and showed voting cards, while those who cast their votes electronically used Google Forms to ensure they only voted once. So there was no vote rigging in our referendum. The results are consistent with public opinion surveying. So there were public opinion surveying. People actually have verified that these votes were real. The numbers on ground proved that the votes were real. The numbers online, globally, through Google form, proved that the numbers were genuine and real. No rigging, no fake electioning. Biafran leaders suggest they could declare independence as soon as this autumn. Biafrans, it seems, want self-determination. Even if they do not declare independence, however, the Nigerian government's unwillingness to address ethnic persecution and anti-Christian discrimination cannot continue. Somebody say cannot continue. Somebody say cannot continue. Somebody say Biafra Lokan. It cannot continue. It is our turn. Biafra Lokan. Blinken believed he could sweep persecution under the carpet in the name of diplomacy. He believed that if the State Department refrained from criticizing the Nigerian leadership bigotry, Washington and Abuja might enjoy smooth relationship. Hey, God punish some people. It is impossible to paper. It is impossible to paper over such persecution. However, by refusing to demand that Nigeria treat all its citizens equally and respect their cultural and religious freedom, Blinken and the State Department demonstrated that Biafrans could not work within the system. Secession is never an easy solution. It often sparks great violence, if not civil war. Absent American attention, that could quickly become Nigeria's future. A more astute U.S. policy, whether under President Harris or Trump, would acknowledge the reality of decades of Nigeria persecution towards Biafrans, recognize that trust no longer exists, and work towards greater autonomy, if not an internationally supervised referendum to confirm the Biafra Republic government in exile's poll results. So they have to go through whatever means they want to confirm our result. If they want to confirm it, they have the chance to do so. We are opening the doors for them. Come and verify. About the author of what I just read, his name is Dr. Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin is a senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute, where he specializes in Iran, Turkey, and the broader Middle East. A former Pentagon official. This one not be just ordinary person who he has worked close to the American authority, Pentagon. Pentagon is the seat of American power, military power. Pentagon. A former Pentagon official, Dr. Rubin, has lived in the post-revolution Iran, Yemen, and both pre- and post-war Iraq. He also spent time with the Taliban before 9/11. For more than a decade, he taught classes at the sea about the Horn of Africa and Middle East conflicts, culture, and terrorism to deployed U.S. Navy and Marine units. This is big. No wonder our Prime Minister said it is big. It is what? Big, because it is coming from a big fish. This one is a big fish in America that is reporting this particular news. First and foremost, I am going to allow a veteran, solid military man, because this person that just spoke now is somebody from the military. I want my brother Max to chook mouth before I will hand over microphone to other people. My brother Max, this is coming from a legendary from Pentagon, choking mouth into the affairs of Biafra. It is going far. Biafra Lokan, what do you have to say?
It is obvious that what Mazen Namdekano prophesied is what is happening today. Mazen Namdekano said they refuse to speak about Biafra and hear about Biafra, but a time will come when they will be speaking about the anointing has entered into the people. Even if we meet them or we did not meet them, they will speak about Biafra, because this is just the era of God, prophecy to fulfill. God's prophecy from Mazen Namdekano to fulfill. The man that you are talking about, Michael Rubin, is one. When you talk of Pentagon, Pentagon is like the citadel of all. There is no information that you don't have. Any information about the world, any information about even very important people in this world. When you hear of the classified informations, that is the seat of it. They are like the think tank. Anything militarily, diplomacy that has to do with the United States and the rest of the world is being done there. You have United Nations. That is the United Nation of the United States itself about the world. That is where all policies, when it comes to military, whatever, that is where it is deliberated. The Pentagon is the citadel of control of power, militarily, everything there. So when someone is speaking and there is no information that is alien to them, no information on this earth that is alien to them, Pentagon. So I don't need to overrate it, or it looks like I'm exaggerating it. No, that is the real thing. So when America, when that sergeant, that major general who spoke during the time of Mazen Namdekano, the investigation on what the ISIS are doing, the migration towards from the Sahelian area to the southern part of Nigeria, you remember that general, that major general? Yes. These are info. They have it on their palm. They have all this information on their part, but they have a way of releasing informations. They don't release informations anyhow. Whatever they want the world to know is what they release. Whatever they want to keep to themselves is what they will keep to themselves. So that is how they are. And the only thing I would tell our people today is the hand Akachukwu de Nehaineme. If you are afraid before, don't be afraid. That my brother that wrote the comment there in the comment section. No, we are not terrorists. We are not terrorists. We are not here to invade people's land. We are here to protect our own land from invasion, because these Fulani herdsmen, the Caliphate North have vowed to dip their Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. They have vowed to make my mother's ancestral land the estate of their ancestors and the Midwestern region as the willing tools. Go, it is there. We will keep on reminding you. They cannot fight you. They are behaving like what the Igbo people call that animal, that ants. Igbo people call uduelele. Uduelele na-eji nwa onye ọzọ eme nwa. They use other people to fight other people to their own interest. That is what they do. And that is why you see them taking charge. All the high places of authority, they be them. They are the only one that occupy those places. They occupy your your judicial system, your political system, the security system, so that all their people, when it gets to their table, they will not squash it anyhow. So you will not speak. So that is what they do. And this is what we are coming to destroy. And we are destroying it by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Do not be afraid, because we are there. You are Biafra, my Biafra, which is sacrosanct to me and you, is about to be restored. Don't get angry. Don't get, don't be afraid. Don't be dissuaded. Thank you. And may God bless you. Thank
you. Everyone. How many of you notice that whenever Max is talking about Biafra, you'll be like, see the rub oil for your face. You know those kind of oil where they make person happy. You'll be like, see the rub oil for your face. You like Biafra, eh? Thank you, Machineke. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to give the microphone to our beloved sister, Ogochukwu. Ogochukwu, you have landed. Now, give us your updates. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You know the notice Max. Anytime they talk about Biafra, I don't go near the man in the team now. Even there, the guy, all that they will say no, everything about him Biafra.
And the smile. I want to do any who know who this is Biafra. Biafra gonna be an ezeoku. So I support me of my. I'm one age will lay kumaka Biafra. Even no card for the deba Marihana Kako.
Yes.
Yes, so I'm not going to anyway. So so thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. I'm on topic. Makana na bambo kambata since. Although na Biafra Unite, my daddy or
fast. Everything that Biafra suffered in the hand of Nigeria. We they cry that they beat us. We they beg they no agree. They want massacre all the they kill our children, they kill our mama. They send terrorists come then buy us. Today we don't get up. Now we they buy them. We don't hold them for neck. We they squeeze their neck. Now that they beg, they say make we leave them, make we forgive them, make we suffer. My sister, we go suffer, we go leave them, we go let them survive. If now that we have survived their onslaught, they will never survive our own attack. We will give it to them, left, right, and center. When Tinubu was saying Biafra Lokan, he was a fool because he was just self-centered. He was talking about himself. But right now, it is Biafra Lokan. Nigeria have had their time. They did everything they did. It is our turn. And I am very sure that Biafrans, based on what we have suffered, we will never give Nigeria any breathing space. We will choke them and choke them out of our territory. That is the topic.
Yes, it can. Nobody can say it better than you said it now. And that is it. That's the final full stop. We're one or two ways about it. Somebody was at a Biafra Unite this evening, was asking him rubbish question that Prime Minister is bringing war, is doing this, is doing that. I'm sorry for the man because Biafra Unite gave the person, put the person at his seat. So I'm saying, based on that, what that useless man was saying there, I asked the man, are we alive now? Are we alive? The way these people are treating us, even if we don't fight this war, are we okay? Are we alive? Do it, you will die. Don't do it, you will die. Must you stay in that kind of thing? And the way these people plan this, that if we do not get Biafra, we all gone. These people cannot
Yes.
leave us.
Yes.
They can leave us. Those who are abroad will stay there forever and ever. Those who are here, all of us will be killed. So why can't we make effort and fight? No matter how, anywhere you can, try to fight to defend yourself. You know. So my brother, I support everything you said, and there's no two ways about it. And there's nothing anybody can do. Thank God that we have a prime minister that knows what to do, and he's very strong. His head is strong. He knows what to do. He's not shifting anywhere. So even no matter whatever Nigeria do, no matter what any saboteur do, like a Kano, whatever Kano that came out and talk about 2027, they must the APC must rule Aba or Biabia, whatever. So I mean, that man, I don't even know what to tell him. But how do you think that he will get to 2027 to go and rule Aba or Biabia State by force? Not by force, so not by vote. You imagine. So they have already written the result, waiting for him to hand him over Abia State to go and rule under Nigeria. While we are talking about our freedom. So my brother, you cannot say it anymore like that. So I support you. I support everything, and we are moved. Thank you.
Thank you so much, oh God. Thank you so very much. All right, let's have Ezioku. Ezioku, please grab the mic and give us your submission.
Sure. Good evening, Mazi.
Yeah, sorry about the morning time. You came in when I have already concluded, and there's no way.
Yeah. There's no problem. Everybody has his time. So if you miss your time, it is going to affect you. So of course, you are the one to give us the time we need. The moment your time is up, you don't think you have any need to keep me talking while you miss your time. No, of course, it's the late comer of me, or was the cause of it. You don't need to bother about that. I understand all that. All right. So, my dear brother, I just want to thank every one of you, and at the same time, I want to thank Obatobie, Prime Minister, Master Simon Eba. He is, each time he comes out like this, he looks very, very younger, and looks very smart. While he talks so courageous and like one that enough oil is on his head. When he speaks with wisdom and understanding. Everything is in it. So I think people must have heard all that he said, and that is how it's gonna go. And I commend him for such speech. It's a very lively speech. God will bless him for doing so. So at the same point, I want to say to our people, should understand it. It's a clear thing that nobody will begin to doubt. And some doubting Thomas, this is not the time of you. By this time, I believe you suppose those doubting Thomases must have learned and realized that this is the time for freedom, because when you look at it properly, you discover that some people doesn't know that the Bible was not stupid. When the Bible says there are times for peace and there are times for war, you should understand this thing. This time we are in is a time for war. It is not a time for peace. It is time for war. So anybody who don't understand this, maybe I think he has lost his memory. And I also want to let them understand that this Nigeria, some of them are still believing on. I'm sorry for them. Nigeria have expired since 2014. It has gone since 2014. So after that 2014, every one of them should go back on 2014 and they will understand when the useless things started happening. If not that 2014, even though Nigeria wasn't good all these years before that 2014. But after 2014, every wise person should know that nothing concerning Nigeria was good again. Not even the half good, not even the quarter good again. Everything became very bad, extremely bad. So that's to tell you how Nigeria expired, the expired reach. It expired that day, and that day has expired. Since these fellows have decided to use us while they are telling us let's move on an expired entity, and then some people are still foolishly following them. Hopefully, that something good is coming out from an expired entity. My brother, our prime minister understand this game, and secondly, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who understand deeply well that the thing have expired. It is time for our freedom. Some fools were still playing around the gallery. Unfortunately, there are people who he called for himself and say, come, let us fight for this our freedom. This is the hour. Yet, we still have some efulefus who surrounded him and was trying to delay this freedom. They will all hit district completely. All of them would be his district. None of them will survive it because they have done a lot of damage, and we will never in any way, look at any of them, their faces. Anything that wants to happen to them, let it go. After all, most of them have been taking their own, they have been serving some of them their own meal. Some of them have been taking their meal one after the other. And this is how they continued taking their meal until they were completely obliterated from this surface of this earth. So because we are people, Biafra must come. Whether devil like it or not, whether anybody like it or not, whether demon like it or not, anybody, if you don't like it, we don't want you to like it. We don't want you to like it. Let them get that one in their head. We don't want them to like it. Nigeria, we are not giving them any second thought. There is no second thought for them. It is now. I think the other time, now them, they deal with us, Abi. When they come, they buy us. When we do, they buy us. We carry flag, they buy us. They carry this thing, they buy us, they buy everywhere. They go to the other side, they carry acid, they buy our people. They buy our people. They pack them for a truck. They go buy them inside bush. They buy them. You see, these people have done a lot. So, my brother, there is no way to spare these fellows. These fellows, they have to reap what they sow. Yes. Isn't the Bible said so? That whatsoever man soweth, so shall he reap. It is time to reap, and nobody should run away. Now. Our prime minister raised the flag. That I one time. That this Biafra freedom come once and for all. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Well elaborated, articulated, and well delivered. Thank you so much. And just to see if Frank, who is still in that room there, Frank, okay, seems not to still be there anymore. All right, I'm going to leave it here, definitely. What is the comment? Which as a triple you've demonstrated over the past few years that you indeed. Oh, thank you so much. I am humbled. Thank you so very much. Dear friends, if there's one thing you must take out tonight, it is that now that we are on top. If those days we were in school, if you see somebody when they always beat you, every time they beat you, some of those would are very smart. If now one fight, they will turn you. Any day you succeed in being on top of that person, you press up. You know what you normally do? You just back sand. You quickly back sand and be put in the person mouth, so that you will subdue that person. Now, Nigeria is under. We are on top. Anybody that can pack sand, bring. Full sand, full their mouth. Both red sand, the sand where you mix with the cockroach shit and everything, foul shit, goat shit, full on their mouth there. Nigeria will never survive this one. Never. Because you know why? I remember the suffering and pain. I know one thing they are doing now. They are, even the people that we don't have any issues with, they will be using Afonja to come to create enmity between us and Biafran, between us and fellow Biafrans, or those that are, at peace with us. For example, the Oba of Benin We have no problem with the Oba of Benin. You know what Afonja did? Afonja went and changed their Twitter handle to Igbo name. Some Afonja that can speak Igbo. They changed their Twitter handle to Igbo name and then begin to use it, that Igbo, to be attacking Oba of Benin. So, and then they were pushing, for you to know how evil they are. They were pushing, saying, look at what they are doing now. They're attacking Oba of Benin. Benin people, go and attack them. They never knew that they were clever people. Even very well-spirited Yoruba people that understood. It is the same Yoruba people that exposed them. I saw my even expose some of them and say, look at them, look at their IP address and everything. They changed the name. And everything, they were all detected. That these people are from there, they cannot fight. They know that we are strong. But we know they look for trouble. But if you come to fight us, we are strong. And they know we are very strong. Now they prepare that apple, the kind of apple when Biafran they do. You don't be like Aboki own or on there Afonja own. If we eat apple, Igbo made apple, it go them strong, solid. If we handle you, a good example of Biafran man that eat Igbo apple. Look at our prime minister. If challenge him now, challenge him to your own peril. So now that we are on top, honestly speaking, there's no Jupiter that will bring us down again. We will make sure we will suffocate that enemy that has dealt with us all these years. They will never survive the onslaught coming from us. Now we are fighting with brutality. We are fighting with anger. We are fighting remembering all our children that were murdered. The genocide they meted on us, our parents that they subjugated and frustrated, all our oil wells they divided among themselves. A bingo from Jigawa coming to Bayelsa, Biafra land, and telling the world that the oil in Jigawa, the oil in Bayelsa belong to Jigawa people. That they in Jigawa will come to Biafra land and fight for the oil of Bayelsa. Can you believe that? Because they felt that it is still business as usual. No, it can never be business as usual. You know why? Because Biafra Lokan. Tell them, we can now use their slogan and tell them, because they understand what I'm saying. So they have to understand Biafra Lokan. Biafra Lokan in the sense that we are not local inside Nigeria. We are local in our own fight. The fight for survival, the fight for restoration, the fight for independence. And these fights, we know how to win it. And we're going to win it clean and clear. Clean and clear. All right. Okay. Ezioku said, Ezioku, can use that as your last submission. I saw what you just wrote. Give us your last submission while I'll close the chapter and I'll go to bed. Tomorrow is another day.
Yes, my brother. You know, I like to see their neck. Let our PM and the Biafra Republic government in exile, they should not forget to press the neck of this zoo. Press them very harder. Press them very harder. This is the time to press their neck. As then they shout, they press their neck. Make sure that they go down completely. Nobody should spare them this time. Hold them there. And do not allow them to slip away from your leg. If it is nail you are using, use nail and press it very harder. Press it well, so that they will understand that it is not easy for Ezekiel. It is not easy for Ezekiel. Then they will know the difference between June and July. They don't understand that we are perfectly ready for this water. They don't know. This is the time we are, earlier on, they think that is a usual thing, as they used to do. They will just do because they always like to show. And they think it's going to go down like that. They never knew there is still one. They want to get Robiati. Robiati is just coming. They will let them open their hand and embrace it very well. Ashebi has told them how long it's going to take. I hope they are ready for this long time battle. I hope they are ready. They should get themselves ready. Those Nicom pools that just come out and begin to brag.
some people are perplexed because the Prime Minister said we are going to fight this thing, even if it's 200 years, even if it's 20 years. Let me tell you, what it simply means is that we know with the way you have seen the zoo now, if somebody asks you to use your own evaluation and give Nigeria how long they will survive this onslaught, do you see Nigeria surviving another 2 years? No, with the situation Nigeria is now, with the way nose and leg and the mouth be Nigeria, do you see Nigeria surviving another 2 years? So when the Prime Minister is telling you that if they fight us for 20 years, we are ready, what he's trying to tell you is that no matter
my brother, these people know fit.
No matter the onslaught,
they know fit.
We will never give up. We will defeat them.
They know fit. My brother, look at this. You see, when their Senate president tell them, all of them, they open their ears, they dare. I hope say they were listening to him. They told them that they don't know when Simon Ekpa will give sit at home day.
Yes.
So everybody should open their ears so that they will get the information. Because that man, anytime he gave his seat at home, it is water. Mm-hmm. So make on a no even put head. In that instance, he's telling the whole Nigeria that, look, we have lost that place. They have lost that territory completely. They have lost it. And they shouldn't come back to show as if they have it. No, they have lost it. A whole Senate president to tell them that Prime Minister of the Republic government in exile is now the control of the Southeast. He's now the governor. He's now the everything. So whenever he gives a directive, few people should listen. So now the directive is coming from Simon Ekpa. So he's the one in charge in the Southeast, as they call it. This is Old Eastern Zone. He's the one that is in charge. Anything he gave, everybody must respect it, including every one of them. The Senate president, he must, Ababio, are beginning to respect our Prime Minister. So, Tinubu, over to you. You need to respect too, because there is nothing left. We have clear everything. Who remain? Who remain again? So all this whole janja weed that is hanging rifle up and that, they should go and ask their president. Let him feed them. Tell them that, look, this place has been completely taken away from them. And by the time when we declare this thing now, oh my God, this battle no go. They're not going to even withstand 2 weeks. Therefore, 2 weeks. They're not going to even withstand 2 weeks. So we are only. Our Prime Minister was just saying to tell them that how readiness we are.
Yes,
that was what he's telling them. We are ready to go with you with any length you want it. We are not giving up. That is just his message. Anyone that has ears and that has understanding should understand that he was not simply telling them that we are going to fight them. So by the time they will see how readiness that we are, they will begin to pack themselves and begin to run Ben Johnson, because there is no space here for them. Everywhere na choco now.
Yes,
everywhere na choco. Even most of those criminal media and all those nonsense media, all of them, they will hide their faces in shame. Most of them that doesn't want to say what is right. They don't want to carry out the true story of what is going on, except if not our people who have made themselves at least use their platform and be dishing out good information. If not, all these so-called crazy medias, what do they know? What do they know? They are just there doing anything, sending information that doesn't make any sense, when we are seeing a very wonderful information to make use of. Thank God for people like you. Thank God for Biafra Unite. Thank God for Sona Brawa. Thank God for every one of you that are working very assiduously, even at Dadi Olama, who she have been working very well to make sure that truth is bring on the table. As Mazen Nandekano rightly said, I will destroy Nigeria with truth. Mm-hmm. That is what he said. And that truth is still on till today, till tomorrow. And that truth will continue to demolish the zoo every day. Keep on demolishing the zoo. Thank you, my brother. Make I not take your time, please.
Thank you, my brother. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so very much. Thank you. All right, fellow Biafrans, we're leaving it here and we are winning. And there is something I have seen, and it is coming with very serious alacrity. I'm telling you, Emiloko, the fake Emiloko, very soon he will disappear. When the fake Emiloko will disappear, the brutal war Fulani is going to give Afonja, Afonja will be crying and calling Biafra to help them. Because you know what they have done to them? They have collected their guns. Sunday Igboho is no longer crying. Banji Akintoye has disappeared. Many of them have hidden under the bridge. Our brother is in charge. Now, they will see Nketoro Biati very soon. Because very, very soon, their Emiloko will disappear. Then they will understand when, now, tonight that I'm telling them that it is Biafra Lokan, it's not Emiloko. Because they will be looking for Biafra. Because right now, we are militarily equipped, we are psychologically equipped, we are ready in all ramifications. We are ready. We are ready for war. We are ready for fight. If you want to do it peacefully, you come, because we have resolved that it is Biafra. You want us to separate peacefully, we separate peacefully. You want us to separate with boxing, kickboxing, we are ready to kickbox. If you want us to separate with war, tomahawk, hot missile, AK-47, whichever way, we are ready. By the time Afonja will be shouting and calling for Biafra for help, do you think we're going to help Afonja? Anybody that will tell me to come and help Afonja, I will call that person my enemy. I will never help Afonja nation. I can help some individual Yoruba people like Lawa that come to watch us here, maybe people like Koiki Media. But you see, Afonja as a people, as a nation, well, I will never support any alliance with them again. Not in this lifetime. Never. But they will hear it. And by the time it will be raining on them, it will rain on them. And they'll be calling Biafra to come and help them. Biafra will be securing our borders and will allow it to rain very heavy on them. I'm telling you. It will rain very, very heavy on Afonja. They will look for where to hide. There will be nowhere for them to hide. Biafra land will never be their IDP camp. They will go and look for IDP camp somewhere, not in Biafra land. Afonja will not go suffer. I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, Una will suffer. And the suffer, go get part 2. It will be worse than anything anybody have suffered before in the history of Africa. Believe you me. Some of us, we speak, you don't take us seriously. We are prophets. We are sons and daughters of prophets. We declare a thing and it comes to pass. Chukwu Kabiama have baptized us. Afonja, we do not wish you well. As long as you will always wish us evil, we do not wish you well, and it shall never be well with you. My name is Rafael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. See you tomorrow morning. Catch you phone.
You don't say to mama, you don't read. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set my Nnamdi Kanu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, most I Jaja bless Biafra, Chukwu Kika Biama bless Biafra, conscientiousness bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio, Rinom go to Sokoto, Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marili and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa, They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. They tried by the canories. This reckless foolanis. They conquer the Lorraine. Fooling, they killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle State every day, every day, every day. How I move, don't do. They say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists. Like the man called Shegumi terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dexinabioni terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Batami terrorist. Boko Haram in the army terrorist. They stop the people from farming terrorist. Abubakar Malami terrorist. Mainstream media swami terrorist. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafra's fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I Jaja bless. Chukwuki Kabiama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They can come into Biafra land, wonder. Run them out of the land, wonder. Run them out now. Run them out now. Yeah. Divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away. Biafra, black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus Garvey way. Biafra.